I am at the stunt lot today with the CRF 50. Today we have a couple things going on. I'm dialing in my wheelie skills, but I'm also using this $20 toolkit that I bought off, I forgot what it's called. It's like Sacker Plus or something. We're gonna do a little review, see how good that is to use on the 50 while you're out at the lot as your little toolkit, because you know you don't want to lug around all your heavy mechanic tool sets with you while you're out and about. So yeah, come join me and watch me bust my ass today. For joining me at the lot today. Wanted to show the tool set that I'm talking about. I've seen a lot of ads on Instagram about it. It's a Sacker toolkit. It looks pretty cool. Quality isn't horrible. Just really be careful with this. It's really meant for doing things at your desk, not dealing with something like a motorcycle or a pit bike. So yeah, be careful what you're using it for, or just be careful in general. Like, don't abuse it, don't drop it. That's how I broke mine. Luckily they did send me another one, so thank you very much to Sacker. They did a very great job. Customer service is really good. I just did it on Instagram and then sent them my order number and then sent them a picture of what happened. Same with 50 Stunt. Really good person, just took care of me and sent it to me free of charge after I just explained my situation and gave him everything. Okay, let's get to it right here. I was practicing some wheelies. My carburetor came loose because yesterday I tried to swap it out to the OEM and I had very little luck. So right now I'm using this toolkit I bought off, I don't even know, some like Temu stuff, right? And see if it's decent enough to fix what I got going on right here. So yeah, I have basically no torque to the carburetor screws right now that connect to the manifold that then connect into the engine. Also, my fuel lines seem to be leaking a bit, same with the fuel filter, so I need to get that figured out. They were kind of like frozen yesterday, so I'm gonna say that is just the lines being bad. So before I put everything back in the car, I'm going to put a towel around that, but I'm also going to turn off the fuel inlet thing here while the bike's running and let it die out. So hopefully all the fuel comes out of the lines and I can just store it into the car without it making my car smell like gas or dripping any gas into my car. Because today I don't have my trailer for the motorcycle to take the 50. And then yeah, I mean, I've used this bike a lot for wheelies and stuff for a while now. This is the first time I've ever had to do any work at the lot, but the more you stunt and stuff, the more you drop stuff, the more likely you are to break stuff. So I would always recommend carrying a little toolkit like this with you. Now this is my second version of this toolkit actually. I broke it the first time. I don't know how. The little directional switch for the wrench broke, so I actually commented on their Instagram because I got another ad for this and they sent me a new one. So this right here is what broke and I got a new one. So now I have two sets, but one of them is broken. So yeah, I mean, it works for when you're in a pinch like this. It literally already has that fixed. My fuel line is still dripping a little bit, but I'll let that be. I'm going to make sure my carburetor is, the air filter is tight. Let's make sure that's nice and tight there, but also make sure that the fuel, the float valve is fully closed. And this actually does not fit with that extra stuff, so I'm gonna have to do it raw. So that'll be all. That's pretty much all I have to do here. I'll turn on the 50 and let y'all hear it. Fuel is dripping, which is kind of concerning since I'm gonna have to put it inside the car. Normally I'm not too worried about it. I know it won't drip that much once I get the new fuel line installed, but for now it is a little bit. see. Oh yeah, buddy. Yamaha, Kawasaki, Honda, get those pit bikes. Those are good. I just would not get a KTM. They're so expensive. They look badass though. Maybe I'm just a hater. Let me know if I'm just being a hater. Do I need to get a Duke or a KTM, whatever, mini? Or should I stick with my Hondas and stay in the Honda world? Now I'm also just working on making sure that my rear brake, handbrake, is set up the way I like it. I'm just getting everything dialed in. I also just need to work on my own skill. I do though think I'm over these dirt tires. They're just at the end of their life, and I already have my Sumo tires, so I think it's time to just get these tires replaced ASAP so that everything can be nice and dandy. That's basically the last thing I need to do on this CRF 50. Other than that, I would really like to get some black rims. So that's really what I'm waiting for, because these tires do have some life, and I guess they're useful for, like, you know, messing around, doing burnouts and shit. But I do want to get my 50 Sumo tires on here ASAP because I paid a good amount of money for them, and I also just want to have fun and have my 50 done. As well as tomorrow, I have a replacement kill switch coming in, which is a lot nicer and reminds me more of the CRF 110 kill switch, which I like a lot more. And it just makes this bike look a little bit more modern and well put together. And instead of just, you know, touching two wire ends together to turn on the light. Yeah, that's basically everything I have to say about the 50 for now. And I really am just enjoying this and sharing my experiences with y'all on YouTube. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. And please let me know if there's anything you guys want to see. If you want me to compare it to the Grom, or if you want me to put the stock OEM carburetor back, which is actually what I want to do next. I want to put the OEM carburetor on this next. But so I already was doing this, and the reason I want to do it is because the carburetor I have right now is a 20 millimeter, and OEM is a 13 or 14 millimeter. And OEM will give it that better power band feeling. Right now it's just dumping too much fuel, so I have to be high in the revs to really enjoy the power. So that would be fixed by putting the OEM carburetor, and it'll just make it run better. This was actually a tip given to me by my friend Alex. He told me, we were just talking about it, he works at a dealership, he rode a 50 at the dealership after riding mine. He's like, hey, I think this one, yours is just running too rich, and you know, it would be remedied by switching back to the OEM carburetor. So that's what I have to do next. But the current throttle cable that I have right now installed on the 50 is actually too long, so it wouldn't allow the slide and the spring to move nicely and actually, you know, use a throttle to, you know, put fuel into the motor and keep it going. So right now I'm using my old 20 millimeter, which I still have to adjust. That's why I have to use my toolkit real quick. But overall, I can't complain about the 50. These things are very hard to kill, very useful. This is from 2005 or 4, and it's still running like a champ. So I'm just overall very happy with this, and I believe that if you have the opportunity to buy one for under $1,000 and it has already cool things done to it, like it has a CDI box, it has an exhaust, maybe it already has, you know, tall bars for you, I definitely say buy it. So yeah, that's my little, I guess, offhand review of the CRF 50 before I keep practicing my stunts.